Bam. Oh, let's do it. Great morning. My face was big in the Don't be doing. Don't do me. Great morning, y'all. Great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. Y'all said my face was big in the camera. It was, because I don't be trying to handle me. Great morning, y'all. Listen, I had to try to hurry up and get my life in order, didn't it? Great morning, great morning, great morning, great people. How are y'all doing, child? That's a big old thing of creamer. It's finna be in there, though. I ain't finna play around with this little stuff here. Great morning, great people. What y'all was doing? Happy first day of May. Happy first day of May. How y'all was doing this morning, Charles? Y'all, I felt like I couldn't get my life or my spirituals in order this morning. It was so much going on. I had to add an extra activity into my spirituals this morning. And so I felt like I couldn't get my life in order. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this morning's message. How are y'all doing? Thank you so much for liking the live, dearest one. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Good morning, Tia. I hope I said that right. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Welcome to this morning's message. Now what? Now what you gonna do? Now what you gonna do when the Lord starts dropping these blessings on you? Bars? That was bars. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the Lord starts dropping these blessings on you? I don't know. That's what I feel through my spirituals. Great morning, y'all. How are y'all feeling this morning? I hope y'all are having a fantastic start to your day. Welcome to this morning's message, y'all. Y'all come in, like the live, share the love. Good morning, honey oneys. Thank you so much for sharing the live, liking the live, sharing the love, all that good stuff, y'all. We are saying now what this morning. As I was getting ready for the message this morning. Thank you so much for the gift, honey oney. Thank you, dearest one. Now this morning when I was chopping it up with Padre God, I had a lot to do this morning, y'all. Well, no, y'all probably don't know this. Have they seen it yet? When I said it. Yeah, it was on Bible ClariTEA this morning. It was on Bible ClariTEA. So it's the first day of the month. The Lord had given me an instruction and like y'all, I don't be knowing stuff, and then the Lord will say something, and I just be like, okay, Lord. And so I had to add like an extra 30 minutes into my schedule. I did not have enough time this morning. So I hope y'all are doing well. Good morning, Mary Stella. Good morning. God been heavy on me this beautiful child. Listen, ain't he? I had to do I had to do communion. The Lord has instructed me to do communion for 7 days. This is not the first time I've done this. If y'all were on here, y'all might not know this on this side of the street, but over on the other side, the last time I had to do communion, he was getting ready to move me from one place to another place. And I did communion for 7 days. I don't even, when was this? Child, I think it was back when them food stamps that got stolen, child. Y'all don't know this, child. Look, the Lord, he made me release all of that. I wasn't able, like somebody stole them resources, child. They stole them. And the Lord said, don't worry about it. And so I was like, okay, Lord. So he made me let them go. And so he provided for me the entire month, y'all, the entire month of, when was that? February and March, because they took them 2 months in a row. Someone stole them. And February, the Lord was like, don't worry about it. He was like, I'm your source and your resource. And sure enough, y'all, I was like, OMG, like what I'm going to do, Lord, how I'm going to eat. And he was like, I'm going to make sure you eat. And sure enough, y'all, he did the entire month of February and March. And so I did communion in February, and I was just like, well, that's fine, Lord. I release it. And so I haven't done it since then. But at that time, because it was 7 days, kid you not, on the last day, or was it the first day, I happened to park right at the spot, y'all, where I could see a rainbow in the sky. It was like the craziest thing. So I'm expecting one today, because the Lord be showing up like that. He been heavy this morning, especially when we're all getting ready to embark on new adventures, new things that we're doing. That's when he tells me to like reestablish and renew the covenant. Because I feel like at this point, for sure, because of the direction that the Lord is taking me in now, that he's reestablishing covenant with me, because I had a choice of some of what to do, and he decided, like, I made the choice to follow him, right? I made the choice to follow him and do what he was asking me to do. And so, which took me in a complete, it's taking me into a completely different path. I told y'all that I'm going to Bible college, y'all. I'm actually going to Bible college. And so I start school in the fall. So my schedule going to be changing up some, but not too much. It may change up here again in a couple of weeks. I've been trying different trials and things like that. So I was like, okay, Lord, I'm committed. So anytime I know I'm committing to something new, look, come on, the past want to show up. We hadn't shuffled these yet. I always feel like I need to reestablish that covenant with him. So I do that. So now what? And that's part of what he was talking to me about when he was talking about this, when he put this on the calendar. I'll read y'all what he gave me. Y'all, like the live, share the love. The message, what are you going to do now that you have it? What are you going to do with it? True success is what you do with the blessings, the gifts, the abundance that God gives you. Are you a good steward? Are you generous? Are you stingy? Are you power hungry? Do you have ulterior motives? The Lord gives and takes away. So be sure to do the right things with the blessings that he gives you. Take care of yourself, your family, and others as well. And remember to give God the glory and pay him first, okay? And pay him first. So that's what he actually gave me. Whenever I put this on the calendar, I really don't be remembering or knowing what's going on at that time. But that's what, so somebody receiving something, I'm telling you, you're receiving something. This could be a new job, it could be an idea, something that the Lord is enacting, because I feel like he's doing that for all of us, right? Great morning, Lotus. Great morning, y'all. Divinely Grateful Risings. And I receive it, y'all. I don't know what he's doing. I'ma just wait and see what he gonna do next. I don't be having, people think it's crazy message. People think it's crazy. I don't have a plan, y'all. Like, I truly do not make plans in my life anymore. Because I kid you not, every time that I've made a plan, the Lord came in and changed it. Every time. So I just be like, okay, daddy, whatever. People be like, what do you mean you don't have a plan? B, C, and F. Child, I got one. His name, my plan is G-O-D. God. Big G. Okay. That's the only plan I have. So I have not, y'all. Like, I just don't. Because every time I thought I'm going to do something, the Lord be like, that ain't what I want you to do. And so he moves me a whole different direction. So I just be like, you know what? Okay, Lord. So every day I just go with the flow. What we doing today, Daddy? What's the plan today? I don't know. I told Daddy today, I said, can we go to the water today? Can we go to the beach? I want to go to the water. Y'all know I love, as you know, I love the beach. And I will sit there all day, every day, without fail. Okay, like I will sit at the beach every single day. I be having to move because I don't want them folks to be saying stuff. And here in the Los Angeles area, baby, they want you to, first of all, how y'all charge for something that the Lord gave us for free? They be getting on my nervous system. I'm back, but I'm just saying they want to charge me to go sit by the water. Anyway, ain't nobody gonna pay for no parking. The Lord gave us this for free, and now they charging for it. I said what I said, but anyway, so I'm gonna have to find somewhere to go sit by the water today, because the Lord has because I just need, that's my connection spot. Anyway, I'm back. On to do it. Let's get to it, y'all. Let's see what's going on, y'all. We tapping in with the Lord, Padre God, spirit guides, ancestors, angels, and ascended masters of the highest and purest light vibration and energy. Spirit Nim is here for it today. They done told me. What I said? Child, they be ready. They're excited, y'all. Like, your angels are excited because they know that new beginnings are happening, and you can feel it. I don't know if y'all can feel it, child, but I can feel it, child. I can feel it. Good morning, Muse. Good morning, y'all. Like the live, share the love. Only do it. Oh, y'all. I was finna pass it by. She keeps on passing. Look, stability. We receive it. Okay, so this may be the new beginning that's coming in for some of y'all. You will be stable. Drop this in the chat. I am stable. We ain't gonna say it's gonna happen. We claiming it, calling it in right now, receiving it right now. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning, honey. What you guys doing? I am stable. My stability is a top priority, and I commit to consistency. Come on, Spirit. I commit to consistency. If there's a lack of stability in your life, we're going to get a handle on it. What do we need to be consistent about? They're bringing that first. What do we need to be consistent about? Like, is there something that you've been procrastinating on? I told myself that this morning. I say I was rushing to try to get through to get started because I had to add an extra couple of minutes. And the Lord say, you need to manage your time better. Okay. So some of us, like, maybe we need to work on time management. So that may be something that you're focusing on for the month of May. I feel like the month of May, I talked about it the other day. It's like manifestation, things really starting to happen. You're starting to see things happen in your life that you've been praying for, that you've been asking the Lord to bring in. Y'all know this is definitely like top of the list for me. Okay. I am so ready to put down what roots like this tree. I have my roots planted in the Lord. Message. I have my roots planted in the Lord, but now I'm like, okay, Lord, I've been nomadic, right? For like a year now. So I was like, Dad, I'm ready to put down roots somewhere. So stability is on the top of my list. Okay. So we will be stable and very prosperous. Drop that in the chat, y'all. We get in the flow of abundance. Drop something in the chat that you're grateful for this morning as well. That opens up the flow of abundance. I'm so grateful for y'all being a blessing in my life. I'm so grateful for your encouragement to continue to get up and do this good work that the Lord has asked me to do. Y'all, it truly is. And I tell the Lord this all the time. It truly is an honor to be able to, that he's using me in this way, to get up and just encourage somebody to keep going through whatever your own struggle or situation is. So I'm grateful that he gives me the strength to keep getting up to do this, because it'd be a challenge sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, it'd be a challenge. But I'm grateful for it because he doesn't use everybody in the same way. And so I'm grateful that he continues to use me in this capacity and that he's adding to it. Message. Thank you, Lord, that he's adding to it as well. So he's growing it. He's growing it. He's developing. Oh, that's what that was about, huh? Y'all, I got to tell y'all. Okay, we finna get here it come. Okay, listen, let me just talk about this. Okay. So yesterday I was at the gym, and when I got in the shower, y'all, the Lord gave me revelation. I don't even know how does this tie into. Okay, he'll tie it in. Okay, listen. So yesterday the Lord told me something so important, and I literally just kind of stood there for a second. It was just like, wow. Some of you are come on, Spirit. Some of you are getting ready to embark upon your adventure of how are you leaving and creating an impact. What is the legacy that you're leaving behind? So the Lord was talking to me. So some of y'all, you'll know this because the Lord had already spoke this into your spirituals, right? You're getting ready to start a platform. You're getting ready to start speaking your message, however the Lord is directing you to use your gifts, right? Now what? Now that you know what your gifts are, how are you going to use it? So the Lord was even telling me about like speaking on these platforms. Good morning, Jamila. Good morning. Good morning. He was like, think about this, because he told me, y'all. So let me tell y'all, I can tell y'all this because this is something that's already going. I just told y'all that the Lord is sending me to Bible college, right? And so I told the Lord yesterday, I was like, Daddy, I was like, we reading the Bible 2 chapters at a time. And so all day yesterday, y'all, even last night, like I was just in the word. I was reading the commentaries and I was just like, OMG, this is so good. And so, but it tripped me out because yesterday Padre God was telling me that that's part of my assignment, because I was like, well, Daddy, what I'm gonna do when we finish reading the Bible? He said, you're gonna start it over. I say, oh, okay, bet. He said, because by the time you get to the end of the Bible, you will have so much more knowledge of the Bible, because I'm always in the word anyway, and you'll be teaching from a completely different level. I said, I received that, Lord. I said, I do Bible study every day. You know, it's not a big thing for me. And so he said, that's part of your assignment. And so he also gave me the understanding of it. And I was like, well, Daddy, He was like, when you first started this, you didn't have the understanding. I'm sending you to go get more understanding. I'm going to continue to give you more understanding, because that's what I prayed for last night. I was like, Daddy, I need more understanding to make sure that I'm comprehending and understanding the things that I'm reading, so that I'm able to put it into practical use and be able to share that with people as you're developing me and as you're giving me the knowledge and the insight as I'm reading. He said, done, bet. So then he said, and the other purpose for it is, y'all, and this is so important for y'all, whatever the Lord is calling you to do, however he's calling you to do it, you have to know that as we are gone and we gonna become spirit nymphs, okay, how are the generations after us going to be free? Y'all, true story. And this is just my thought on this. People are not picking the Bible up anymore, right? What are people doing? Like, I personally like to have a hard copy Bible. I have two of them. I personally like the hard copy Bible, but most people are reading the Bible on their platforms or on their phones or whatever, on their devices, right? And so, good morning, dearest one. Good morning, Dominguez. And so the Lord said, how are people going to get free if there's not somebody telling them about the situations that are happening now, the oppressions that are happening now? And I was like, that makes sense. And so he went further to say, he was like, they have to have a way out. This is why it's so important for you to tell your testimony, because yesterday, and all of this came as a result of Testimony Tuesday as well, because we had someone share their testimony of like just miracles, signs and wonders. And you realize that and it's like, he's giving me a different perspective of thinking of things, and I hope this is tracking. People tell you not to share your blessings, right? People tell you, oh, don't tell nobody what the Lord has done for you. Y'all, that does not make sense. How will people know the goodness of God if we're not telling people what God has done in our lives? It's like we're trying to suppress his goodness, his glory. We're trying to take away the miracles, the signs, the wonders. No, like, we can't worry about how other people gonna feel about the way the Lord has blessed us. Like, y'all, we have to give God the glory. Like, we have to show people for real, like, God really does do miracles. He's still in that season. And the more that we're telling people, don't talk about your blessings, what you telling your blessings for? Like, you can't tell every single thing, but if the Lord does something great and miraculous in your life, y'all, how are people going to know if they're not reading the Bible? If all we're being told is not to share the blessings, don't tell nobody what God did for you. Y'all, that's the mentality that has us not believing in God in the first place. You don't want people to, like, why would you not want to give God the glory? He's the one that did it. And so it's like, OMG. So when he was telling me this yesterday, he was like, that's part of the problem, how he keeps getting suppressed, because everybody has this mentality. We like focusing on, I don't know, like being jealous or envious, or we ain't got time for that, y'all. Like, we have to focus on showing the people coming after us that God like really does miracles in our lives. Like, he does things that don't make sense. How are people going to believe now? Yes, we believe it because we see in the Bible, but God hadn't stopped doing miracles. And so that's what he was showing, that part of that. He was like, and if they don't see the evidence of the miracles, how are they going to be free? It's getting, y'all, look at what's on social media. I don't really social media, y'all. I come on here, I do what I have to do, and mostly I try to keep my, like, when it start being negative stuff on my social media, I'll be like, I got to go click something positive. Y'all, do you realize how hard it is, like the younger generation, for us? Like, we got to save them now, y'all, like now, because they're being pulled into, the culture is already so negative. It's messy. It's the enemy. Like, they're already going that way, y'all. So we have to help them now to become free. We're the ones who have already experienced this. So we have to talk about God, because it's going to be so much harder for them to become free, y'all. And I think about my own children, which my children are grown, right? When my son's 17, but he's a young man. But it's like, man, y'all, look at what they're ingesting. And so the Lord said, you're gonna keep reading the Bible, and you're not gonna stop reading the Bible, because how are they going to get it? How are they going to become free? So whatever the message is that you have in your spirituals, whatever, this is why the Lord's like, it's messages to the millions, right? Like, how are you going to put the message out there so you can help somebody else become free? Because it's getting harder and harder and harder for us to help people become free. Why? Because we're inundated with the negativity. I hope that made sense for somebody. But anyway, so this is why he's pulling you. Come on, pulling into purpose. We receive that. Being pulled into your purpose, because we have people that we have to set free. Because if they're not going to have a way, it's going to be a lot harder. It's getting harder every day. Okay, what else? Every day we have odd jobs that is coming in. This is my multiple streams of income card message. Second jobs, odd jobs. Sometimes it's okay to take a job even in transition. So some of you, we're talking about stability. Y'all, look what was on the cut. Didn't I just say pulled into purpose? I can't make it up. The Lord is pulling us into purpose, y'all. You found your life purpose, creating the life you want. You're manifesting. Told y'all, manifestation made. You're manifesting. Recognize you have everything you need. Access to your soul is blocked by confusion. Trust what's buried within. I cannot make it up. Okay. And then celebration on top of that, right? There will be a celebration in relation to your work. We celebrate now. We celebrating the whole month of May, because I truly feel that a lot of us are stepping into our purpose, like for real, y'all. Like, you really know what it is that the Lord is asking you to do. You truly understand your gifts, your talents, your skills, and how the Lord wants you to utilize that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it does not matter what anybody says. If the Lord done put something in your spirituals, you better do what the Lord has told you to do. It's not gonna be like everybody else, because guess what? We're not living in a world anymore where people are doing conventional things. I'm gonna say this all the time, and I don't feel like I need to keep giving this definition, explanation, or none of that. Why you think the Lord got me up here reading tarot cards and Bible study? People can call you, I don't care what you call me. You could call me a witch, that's fine. Go talk to Jesus about it. I'm not gonna be mad. You can call me a demon. Okay, go talk to the Lord about it. Go tell Jesus. Talk to him about it. I don't care. Like, that's the attitude. I don't care. That's how you feel. That's what's up. I respect that. I just want you. That's fine. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to watch me read these cards. All you need to do is pick up your Bible, go talk to Jesus, and have a fantastic and amazing day in purpose and on purpose. Like, that's really the type of time I'm on. You cannot, y'all, because why do you think we can't limit God if people ain't picking up the Bible anymore? So whatever your gift is the point of this is this. It may be different, it may be unique, it may be outside the box. People gonna criticize it. They didn't believe Jesus was the Messiah until, even no matter how many signs and miracles and wonders he did, they still didn't believe he was the Messiah. So do you think that there people gonna believe you when the Lord tells you to go do something that's crazy, deranged? I don't know why I just heard Martin Lawrence. Shout out Martin Lawrence. I don't know, I just heard that, right? You think people gonna what? They gonna be like, oh, you that's cool. You call me what you want. I'm gonna just call the God. I know I'm a child of God, and I'm just gonna tell you to pick up your Bible, go talk to Jesus about it, and have a fantastic and amazing day in purpose and on purpose. That's like, whatever it is. It ain't gonna say, come on, inspiration. Listen, and beginnings up under that. Yes, it's gonna create conflict, and people gonna be like, you ain't this, that, and the third. Well, that's cool. That ain't what God said, and I'm not going to argue with you about what God told me to do in my spirituals. Who finna do that? Like, no. So your gift, whatever it is, it may seem crazy to everybody else. Just do it anyway. Okay, what else? Child, a mess, because y'all know I just be like, oh, okay. All right, I ain't never seen the devil telling nobody to pick up the Bible. I heard I remember the devil when I was over there on that side of the street. He was telling me to follow him and chase stuff that was not of God. So last time I checked, I don't know many people that say, well, the devil ain't saying, yeah, you should go follow Jesus. That ain't his MO. Okay, he don't do that. He don't want you to follow the Lord. Okay. What else? We have justice. Oh, look, in the right path. Y'all didn't even want them no more, huh? Okay, moving on. So some of y'all, your gift may not make sense to other people. Your talents, your skills, your abilities, it may not make sense to other people, but it doesn't have to. It's not supposed to, okay? It's only supposed to make sense to you. Your vision, come on, protection, and the breakthrough card. We had that yesterday. So let's see what else. This a big old pentacle. Look, you better tell the enemy, get thee behind me, Satan. Cast out any doubts, any fears, any worries. And if anybody's trying to keep you from doing what you tell them to kick rocks with no shoes on. Because ain't nobody got time for that. Can't keep accepting a bad situation, force something person to leave, the final and the last straw. Now, next thing they just said in regards to stability, some of y'all, this is like the final little push that you in. You've been patient, you've been waiting. Who? Well, child, you better cast the enemy out. I was praying Psalms 91 just this morning. Ain't playing. Okay, like baby. And anybody that's trying to block these blessings or tell me that I can't do something, you got to go too. I ain't got time for that, baby. We over here on the trail. We trailblazing a path to success. Period. Cause what? No, baby. I don't have that going on in my life, y'all. Like I'm past that cycle, but I'm telling you, like as soon as you come in with some, you can't do that. Bye. Deuces is I can't what? Oh, okay. Well, all right then, girl. I see. All right. Why you did? Because the Lord says so. Well, how you gonna tell me what the Lord? Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm back. Here we go. You better get thee behind me, Satan. You ain't gonna tell me what I can do. Come on, sacred alchemy. Magical process of creation, because my daddy said I could do whatever I want to do with his strength and his power and his wisdom and his insight. How you gonna tell God what God can't do? That'd be my whole thing. How you gonna tell God what God can do? I just be like, okay, well, I want you to go create the sky. Go create the sky. I want just this what you do. Just throw somebody tell you that God can't do something. Tell them go create a sky. Since God can't do it, you go do it. Go. I want how you make the sky. You don't know. Oh, okay. How you make the human people names? And I ain't talking about clone. How we you know. Oh, okay. Well, I ain't gonna say what God can't do, because what? Who? He not there. I know I got here some kind of way, but anyway, creating a life of magic union with the divine. Okay, y'all better start checking people. Don't let these people just. Who has got this going on in their spirituals, Lord? Y'all better not be. Ain't nobody got time for this. Okay, I'm not gonna spend no time on them because they getting on my nervous system. Whose message is this, Lord? Somebody got somebody trying to tell you what you can't do. You better tell them folks, child. You better them whoever got that message on. You got to tell them little folks to go on and move around, shouty. Move around. Ain't nobody got time. I don't know. Come on, 726. Now I know that's the truth because that's my birthday, 726. I don't know who trying to tell you can't do something, but child, they done got on my nervous system. Anyway. Pray for them. They're gonna be all right. They're gonna find them some business to attend to, I promise. Or they need to, child. Come on, the opening that is coming in next. The first stage of something. Told y'all something is opening up and new possibilities. The Lord is opening doors. And y'all know that whatever doors he opens, no man can shut. We already know this. I told y'all something is manifesting in May. This is a new opportunity, a door opening up, something to celebrate. And I don't know what this is. All of us are praying for something differently, right? Some of us could be praying for a new place to stay, stability. There may be a door that opens up that allows you to become stable. This could be a new job. This could be moving to a place that you're finally like, okay, I know where I'm going. I know my instructions. Like, boom, this is the first stages of something. And I truly feel like the Lord, he's giving us step by step as he's moving us into this new season. Anything that wants anything that is trying to block this, we rebuke it in the name of Jesus. Go back to hell where you came from, Satan. We not fooling with you the whole month of May. I really want everybody to try to focus on keeping your mindset, a mindset of manifestation. Drop that in the chat. A mindset of manifestation. We gonna think happy thoughts. We gonna think good thoughts. We gonna stay elevated. We're gonna stay encouraged. We gonna continue to read the word all month of May. Mindset of manifestation. I'm expecting the Lord to do something great and amazing. I'm expecting a door to open up. Like, y'all, I have to stay in a state of expectation. I expect, and it's not because the Lord has to do anything. It's because he wants to do good things for us, y'all. Like, he wants us stable. He'll take you through a period of instability so that you first become stable in him. First you got to put them roots, the roots of the Lord. You got to, I'm hearing a scripture, but I don't know where it's at, but it's something about the roots, like putting your roots deep, your roots running deep in the Lord. I have no idea where that's at, but clearly it's somewhere in the Bible, something about some roots running deep. Anyway, I'm back, but it feels like this is the first stages of something, like something opening up a door, something that's going to help you to finally like feel like, man, I'm finally making progress. I'm finally like something is finally shaking, right? Something, the obstacles. Now, y'all don't get it twisted. Life is not all sunshine and rainbows. Okay, it is not. Don't expect to not have problems, because if you think that because I got God, nothing's gonna happen to me. No, that ain't the way that happens. But the Lord will challenge you to grow. If you don't have those problems, y'all, think about this. You had to go through it to grow through it. You gonna have to go through something. If you ever come to a point in your life where you're not going through something, you need to do something, need to change, because that means you're stagnant. That means that you're comfortable. That means you're in a comfort zone, and you got to grow. You got to do something, y'all, because we're meant to do that. So keep that in mind for some of y'all. Like, it's good to kind of chill, rest, and Lord will give us rest in certain seasons, but you're gonna start getting that I need to do something itch. Okay, like, oh my gosh, I feel like I just need to do something. Like, this is good, this is cool, but what's next, right? What's next? Message. Okay, what's next? There's always going to be a next, especially when it comes to the Lord. He's not going to keep us just that. He's going to give us what we need, and then he's going to be like, okay, now it's time to grow. Okay, now what's next, right? Thank you for sharing the love, dearest one. Good morning, Nelly. Good morning. Okay, what else, y'all? So something is opening up, and this is clarifying if it's magical. I'm telling y'all, May might just be magical. Period. Drop it in the chat. Magical May. We receive that. Union, because some of us are coming into union with our life purpose, and also, like, I don't know, they just said like opening the door for the Lord to come in, child, period, and we receive that, opening the door for the Lord to come in. So this is some of you that I'm telling you, I feel like you're finally moving, like whatever it is. Some of you, yes, you may take a little side hustle, or your side hustle may become your main hustle. I don't know. Thank you for the follows, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm telling you, like, see, your life purpose is coming into focus. The waiting is over, and you finish. Somebody finna have, y'all better tell me too, so we can celebrate you. Okay, so we can celebrate your. What does that say? A wish come true, y'all. This has got something to do with somebody finances. I'm telling y'all, this card came up for somebody. I want to say it was Taurus. When I used these yesterday on the daily messages that I post, and it feels like this is in regards to like your life purpose, y'all, will create additional streams of income for you. I need somebody to know that. Happy birthday, Chill Town, Nim. Y'all drop a happy birthday in the chat for Chill Town. I feel like, yes. Okay, how do I explain that? When you step into your life purpose, let's say I got to use myself because I try to give real life examples, right? Y'all, when I started doing tarot, I thought that tarot was all it was, and my whole focus was just going live reading cards. That's it. Okay. And then the Lord said, but it's bigger than that. So from years ago, when I started reading cards to now, I've got merchandise. I have journals that are coming out. I have tarot cards and oracle cards. I have TU tumblers. I have a program that's developing with Tarot YouniversiTEA. So I'm showing y'all this because your business is going to have legs, right? It's going to start with a seed. So whatever that seed is, you plant it. Okay. You plant it. And yes, you gonna have to work it. You gonna have to work that seed, y'all. You gonna have to raise it like a baby. It's not gonna immediate. Just think about planting something in real soil. That's how you have to think about your dreams, your vision, whatever the Lord has given you. Because again, y'all, we're talking about what's next. So we get not 111. Child, when I tell you that number is chasing me, my God, it is chasing me, y'all. It's chasing me. I cannot make this up. I told y'all, I showed somebody the picture yesterday. Y'all, 111 is chasing me right now. Like, I cannot make it up. But okay, I'm back. So come on, surrender. So this is the thing, just like a regular seed, if you were planting a tree, you got to plant it, you got to water it, you got to nurture it, you got to make sure it has enough sunlight. Just like a baby, you have a baby, you got to take care of it, feed it, nurture it, clothe it, bathe it. Whatever your dream is, your seed is, plant your seed and take care of it to the best of your ability, okay? Because the Lord is like, okay, now I'm going to teach you patience as you're waiting on that seed to grow. Are you going to nurture it? Are you going to take care of it? Are you, if this is an investment, you go, there could be a, like, if you, this is not financial advice. You could invest in something. If you invest in the stock market, you don't immediately expect a return. You know that you're going to have to wait to get some of them proceeds back. So I don't care what example you use, you have to, the Lord is going to teach you so many lessons from the time you plant this seed until you actually see the harvest. A lot of us are stepping into harvest. Remember, your seed, that acorn, is going to turn into a mighty oak, okay? But you got to give it time, y'all. It's not going, you don't eat the fruit the same day you plant the tree. So you just got to keep on working that thing. Why are y'all saying that like with a blues voice? They like saying it like they singing the blues. Like, you got to work that thing. Y'all are so foolish. Okay, you got to work that thing. Okay, you got to work it. So just make sure that you're doing that, baby. Y'all is foolish. Who people from the South? Because, baby, y'all little spirit names, baby, we're not that kind of work. Is you work it. Put my hand out, flip it and reverse it. Okay, I'm back. Shout out Missy Elliott. Y'all wouldn't even talk about that. Y'all was doing a whole, I don't want to see it in the spirituals. Leave me alone. No visuals, okay? So plant the seed, okay? Plant the seed. Wish come true. A desire attained after a long time. Getting what you wish for. Told y'all, believe in the impossible. Padre God is still out here granting wishes, making dreams come true. And it all comes back to this. Y'all, I'm done with the whole cards for today. Let me get these angel numbers, and then, because I don't need, child, I done already gave the message though. Here we go. It's all as a result of surrender, y'all. When you surrender and just let the Lord do what he said he gonna do, baby, that will change your life, okay? Period. Thanking the Lord in advance. No longer fighting or resisting. What? Stepping into your purpose. What is your purpose? I don't know what your purpose is. When I was doing personal readings, y'all, one of the main questions that you get is, what is my life purpose? Babe, I can't tell you your purpose. How did you find yours? Oh, I just started doing stuff. When I just got this nudge. When I started reading tarot, I just knew, y'all, I could not make it up. I saw somebody and I was like, I'm supposed to do that. I was like, that's something for me. I was like, I'm supposed to do that. There's something. I said, I'm supposed to do that. And do y'all know that I was terrified of the supernatural? Whatever sits and ignites your soul, find what drives you. Absolutely. Hold on, y'all. Where's my paper towels at, Lord? See, that's why I don't be trying new stuff. Real life tarot. Y'all, that lip gloss was trying to take me out. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, I'm back. Okay. How did I know? I saw it and I just knew. And I was just like, OMG, I'm supposed to do that. And here we are. Now, you couldn't have told me, hey, Christina, good morning, honey. You could not have been telling me that I was going to be mixing scripture and the word and the Bible and God with tarot. I didn't know that. I was on some completely different type of time. Idolatry, true story, because I can be transparent about me, right? I didn't know what I was doing. I was listening to other people, didn't have an understanding of who I was or of my gifts, of my talents. I'm gonna tell some of y'all this is something. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna just wait till that message come up. But it's a message coming up, and some of y'all just don't know how powerful you are, right? So anyway, that's a message, another message for another day. But you don't know how powerful you are. But trust me, it's some folks that know. And it's some folks that saw you before you saw yourself. I wasn't even supposed to say that much, huh? But anyway, okay, I'm back. So I didn't know that this was the direction that the Lord was going to take me in. But he took me, and I say, and me being a little rebellious in my spirituals, being a little rebellious in my spirituals, I say, now, true story. Now, first of all, don't y'all be judging me, okay? Thank you for sharing the live, dearest one. Don't y'all be judging me. But here go me. I say, so Daddy, you want me? I say, so Daddy, you want me to? I was like, what the church people them gonna say? The church people them gonna get me. This me, right? Talking to the Lord. I say, Daddy, the church Christian people them gonna get me. He say, who? I am the church. I say, well, Daddy, but you, Daddy, you was right, but he was like, what they gonna say? How they gonna tell you? He said, and so true story, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh, right? Me, I was like, Daddy, I don't think nobody else is doing this. Daddy, you sure you want me to do this? I don't know if this is safe. Like, what? And he was like, message. He was like, I'm gonna give you the strength. And sure enough, he did, y'all. Because what he did was he literally said, I know you're doing my work, right? As long as I'm okay with God, that's all right with me, right? I know who I serve. And so he said, so he gave me the strength to just have that level of understanding, that this is your purpose. You have to show people. He was like, I need people fighting on all fronts. He tells me that all the time. I have to have people fighting on all fronts. So many people think that tarot is demonic. Well, the church can be demonic if you're not following the right church, right pastor, right bishop, right deacon, right anything. So anything could be demonic. It's all about, are you using it for the light? Or are you using it for the dark? I know what the Bible says, but people ain't picking up the Bible anymore. So why would you think whatever your gift is, that like whatever your talent, the Lord is going to use it in a different way? Why? Because people are doing different things, y'all. If more people are picking up tarot cards than they're picking up the Bible, well, what do you think the Lord gonna do? He left, remember now, he left the 99 to go get the one. So do you not think that he would say, I need to do something that is going to help those people over there, so that the enemy doesn't have a stronghold, a foothold over there on those people, so that they're not come on, Spirit, they're not going to worship other gods other than me? Because a lot of people are using tarot and they don't understand it comes from the Lord. There's not a single thing in creation that was not created by the Lord. We're the ones who take things and turn them into what we want them to be. So the Lord is not going to just, what is he just supposed to forget about them people over there that are lost and that don't understand that the reason that they don't know what they're doing, they're confused, and all these demonic entities are attaching to them, is because they're not using this gift to serve the Lord. You can use whatever gift you have to serve the Lord or to serve the devil. How you use it is up to you. And so the Lord is not going to leave all the millions of people who are saying, y'all, truth, come on, God. Just the other day when someone said, I don't go to church because it's too religious, it's too many rules, it's too many regulations. We're more spiritual than we are religious. Why do you think that is? Because the Lord, y'all, come on, Spirit, because the Lord has already shown me this, y'all. I went through this myself. You're not Christian Christian enough to be on this side of the fence, and you're not spiritual enough to be on this side. You serving, oh, you talking about Jesus and the Lord. Well, how are you? That's religion. That's not spirituality. First of all, I'm not religious. I'm not spiritual. I am God. Okay. I serve God. I am here to serve the Lord. That's it. I'm not, don't put me in no box. I don't need no titles. I'm a messenger. What are you a prophet? I'm a messenger. Are you an oracle? I'm a messenger. What are you, a child of God? What, that's it, y'all. So this is why, like, people, I keep having to explain this, and I don't know why, but the Lord says you have to explain it because people need to understand. Like, stop, y'all. We're pushing people further away from the Lord than closer to him. Do you realize that when people pick up a deck of tarot cards, it's because they're searching for something, y'all? I know because I experienced it. There's something bigger than me, and I have this desire to connect to it, but I don't know what it is. And the first thing people are doing is picking up a deck of cards because they feel that pull to find something deeper. There's something more. I feel something calling me. Lord, I'm seeing all these numbers all over the place. What do these numbers mean? Lord, I'm seeing ladybugs and grasshoppers and dolphins and all these spirit animals. Lord, what does this mean? What does all of this mean, y'all? This is how people are beginning to wake up. The Lord begins to call people in different ways. And because most people ain't going to pick up the Bible, he's the first people the first beings that you come into contact with, the Lord is going to keep sending his angels. He's going to keep sending angel numbers. He's going to keep sending synchronicities. You got angels right now that are surrounding you, just like we 10 toes down. You got a whole team of angels standing behind you, just like this, booted up, ready to be insert. Like, what? Protected. So you can't believe in angels and not believe that they have a way of communicating with us. But then you go read the Bible and people talking about speaking your heavenly language, and you will get your own heavenly language. I have mine, and it's not a language that anybody's going, what y'all call it, speaking in tongues. So you can go in the Bible and you can have prophets who can tell the future. You can have oracles who can give these messages. You can have all these things, but you're trying to say that stuff doesn't exist. How can you believe the Bible and not believe? What you think, God just turned the magic off? He didn't stop being magical. He didn't stop being miraculous, but he has to adapt, y'all. Just like back in the gap when the people in the Bible, y'all, go read the book of Leviticus, and it's talking about all the rituals. It's talking about all the sacrifice. They was doing blood sacrifices in the Bible, but you wouldn't tell me that you. And so when people start to see these numbers, when they're starting to wake up, the first thing they do is they go start, oh, come on, spirit. They go start searching, y'all, because I did this. You start searching. So you go and start looking at preachers. You go and start looking at pastors. You go and start listening to prophets. And then you know what happens? They go over there and they start listening to people, and now they're being condemned and they're being convicted, and now they're being told, come on, spirit, this is what the Lord told me in the shower yesterday, y'all. He said, then they start being convicted. So now they don't trust their gifts anymore because people are telling them they're not hearing from God. If I wouldn't have stood 10 toes down on what I know the Lord spoke into my spirit, I would have thought I wasn't hearing from God. And God just kept showing up, and said, you are hearing from me. And he would not leave me alone because I was over here listening to people telling me that I was crazy and I'm of the devil because I'm talking angel numbers and all this, that, and the third. And you know what that does? That makes it so much harder. Those are the ones we got to try even harder. Now they turn into things that they don't understand. Now they're turning to other gods. Now they're giving credit to everything but the Lord, and now people are lost. And so this is the continual battle. So even if you don't understand something, ain't nobody knocking what you done learned since you was 7 years old. If you've been in the church in your whole life, congratulations. But you might need to go check your spirituals because everything is not of the devil. And it's hard, y'all, when you are trying to find the Lord and you don't even know that that's what you're doing, but somebody telling you that you're wrong because you're gift. But then you go pick up the Bible and you reading about the prophets. What? Like the Lord is bringing people, he's awakening people, and people, then you go when you start trying to search and trying to find a teacher and trying to make things make sense. And now you're being told, no, you need to listen to me. Don't listen to yourself. Why are you trying to put somebody in bondage? Don't do that. Okay, you should be encouraging everybody to use their own God-given gifts and talents. I don't want you to follow me. Follow Jesus. Listen to the Lord. Read these cards so you can have your own relationship with the Lord. I don't want you to trust my guidance. I want you to trust your own. I want you to trust the wisdom and guidance that the Lord is giving you. I give you a tool to do it, but you need to see what the Lord is saying to you. That's it. That's it for me. I don't want you. No, don't. I don't want you to be dependent upon my guidance. I don't want you to be dependent upon my wisdom. I want you to have your own wisdom. How do you get that? Go spend time with God. How do I do that? Pull a card every day and see what the Lord says into your spirituals. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm passionate about it because I understand how lost I was and why it took me so long to solidify my gift with the Lord, because I listened to so many people telling me that I was crazy in the way that the Lord was speaking to me. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. And so, yes, he's going to have some teachers that are over here teaching tarot, that are over here reading cards, because people scared to pick up the Bible because, and I love a Christian because guess what? I am one. But guess what? But y'all, we can't keep pushing people away. It's pushing people further away from God. And the further away they get, the harder sometimes it is to bring them back in, y'all. So just be mindful of judging and condemning people. You got to be mindful of that, because most of the people that are picking these up, y'all, they are not older people. You understand? These are younger people who haven't experienced a lot of things yet. And so their minds are easily manipulated, y'all. It's easy to make them conform to one thing or another. So please, 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 I can't tell you what to do. But the reason the Lord is having people like me coming up reading tarot cards and 10 toes down on it is because this is what the younger generation is doing. And who's worried about them? People ain't going to, they not just finding church. They're not going to the church because they're convicted about it. They feel some type of way for whatever their circumstances are. Maybe older people know about being church hurt, but most of the children don't want to go because of the things that they're seeing that are happening. So y'all, we have to focus on the ones that are coming up after us. It's important. So just be mindful of what you're telling folks. Okay, I'm done with that. What's next? That's what the Lord was talking to me about yesterday in the shower, y'all. True story. We have to be careful, because that, and it's like, if the Lord didn't leave you, you got to remember that time you were the one, right? You were the one. Remember when he left the 99 to come get you? Remember when you were the one? Let's look at other people like that. Let's look at the other people, no matter their age, let's look at other people. Remember, you were the one at one time, but he left everything else to come get you. Okay. New birth that is coming in is next. Creation and metamorphosis, birthing something new come into being. I'm telling you, I feel like the month of May is bringing us into purpose, y'all. It's bringing us into purpose, right? The birth of something new. See, I am doing a new thing. Don't you perceive it? Don't you see it? Don't you know it? Don't you feel it? He's doing that, y'all. He's doing that for a lot of us. And so you're going to continue to feel that pull, that nudge. Like, I just know it's something. You wouldn't be over here. You wouldn't be over here if you didn't feel a pull to see something different, hear something different. Even if you came over here because you said I look like a clown. Who is this clown with this head wrap on her head? Guess what? If you stayed and got a message, if something encouraged you, then I have done what the Lord has asked me to do. If something said, I don't care if you like the color purple and that's why you came over here. Father God, I pray that you got a message and that it made you curious to see something different, to hear something different, to see something that everybody ain't doing. And now that, hopefully that will encourage you to go do something else that somebody else, that everybody ain't doing. Do it your own way and watch how the Lord will bless it. He is doing a new thing. Okay. He's doing a new thing. And higher forces as the last card to come in over here, communicating with other realms, help from higher dimensions, divine protection. The Lord said what he said, y'all, and he's not playing with us, because everybody over here, every single person has a gift, a talent, a skill, an ability that the Lord is going to use. And that thing that you're sitting on, that thing that you think is too crazy for you to put out there for other people to see, or the way that he's telling you to do it, we be praying for additional streams of income. Well, that's how it's going to happen. That's how the Lord is going to do that. You can still work a 9-to-5 job. There's nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5 and a hustle. And eventually your hustle, your side hustle, is going to become your main hustle. Eventually the Lord is going to put you in a position where you're not going to need that side. You're not going to need that 9-to-5, because your gift, it is going to make room for you. It is going to produce resources for you. And yeah, you're going to have to do this for free for a while. Just know this. I'm telling you, don't come up here thinking that you're going to have instant gratification, because the Lord is going to test you in multiple, and for sometimes for years, before he knows that you're committed to his cause, committed to his purpose. So you may find yourself doing some things for free. You may find yourself like having to do it as a service. But just know that if the Lord is giving you a gift, it's meant to be given to other people, but don't do it for the income. Whoever needs this message, you're getting ready to embark on a journey, and I can't tell you what to do, but I promise you, if you try to use your gift, I read about this last night. Matter of fact, I can't make this up. Last night, as a result of this conversation I had with the Lord, he sent me to, I want to say it may have been First Peter yesterday, and I was reading about true and false prophets. And so I remember, y'all, when I first started reading the Bible, and for the Lord first started calling me, I used to feel convicted, because I was like, Lord, are you talking to me? Like, and guess what? He was. You know why he was? Because I was using my gift to make money. Like, I was using it to chase the bag, to secure finances. And although I made a little bit of money, not a lot, I made a couple dollars, it wasn't fulfilling for me. It wasn't until I dedicated this gift to the Lord that it actually became fulfilling for me, y'all. And I don't worry about the money. I don't make money from doing this, y'all. I do this because this is a gift. And once I understood that, my perception of it changed. Everything changed for me. But in the beginning, yeah, he was talking to me. And then when he read it, and then when he was preparing me for this message today, because I didn't know it at the time, but he was preparing me for what I just got done telling y'all, right? I didn't know and now I don't feel convicted, because I know I'm using my gift to serve the Lord. But in the beginning, I was using it to secure the bag. Be mindful of people. And I want to say it was First Peter. Let me look. I can tell y'all. Nope, it was Second Peter. I'm sorry, it was Second Peter, and it was Second Peter. And so he was even saying, now y'all, yeah, you gonna see some people reading tarot that is not walking, they not of the light. I was led astray by that, and I was leading people astray by that. I don't have any problems telling people that, but that was years ago. That was before the Lord employed this into his service. And so be mindful of people who are, yes, your gifts are they're going to produce income for you. But you're going to have to dedicate that to the Lord first. Before your gift begins to produce for you, you're going to have to dedicate it to the Lord, because otherwise you're giving it to the enemy. I hope that made sense for somebody, because again, y'all, we're talking about doing manifestation May, okay? New birth. Dedicate your gift to the Lord. I told y'all, any gifts, anything that I receive from the sales that I receive from the cards, the oracle decks that I sell, all of that, I'm dedicating it to the Lord. This is the Lord's gift. This is his talent. That's his income. That's not mine. Okay. Good morning, y'all. So that's when you're going to start to see results. Use your gift for good. Okay. Use your gift for good. And then the Lord will give you even more. That's how. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and all in his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. That's when he begins to add, when he knows that you're going to use your gift for good. Okay. So I hope that made sense for somebody. Final words of guidance. Let's get some angel numbers, and then we out this thing. Okay. It will happen. It's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. But when you dedicate your gift to the Lord, like I dedicate this gift, this is a gift. And I stand on my gift because the Lord gave me this for a very specific reason. He's now giving you your blueprints, y'all, your directions. He's giving you what you need in order to be confident of stepping into the talents and whatever he's sending you into. Remember, he's opening a door. How are you going to use your gifts, right? We're always, because we always have to be fighting, y'all. What is it? I don't know where the scripture is, but it's like we fight not against flesh and blood. This is a spiritual battle, y'all. This is us battling, right? In the spiritual. So just know that. Okay, what else? It feels like Ephesians, somewhere in Ephesians, maybe. It's like we're not fighting against flesh and blood. So he's giving you, that's why he's like, if you dedicate your gift to working for the light, he's going to expand it. He's going to grow it. Okay, what else? Here we go, y'all. Boom, number 44 that is coming in first. Y'all, what does that say? Walk in a spiritual path, believe it and receive it, walking by faith, not by sight. You're not alone. 143 and 44, the first two cards to come out. So some of you, I don't know, like I said, dedicating your gifts to the Lord, dedicating your talents to the Lord. 963, I'm always going to take that because it's the frequency of God, right? Being in alignment, in step with the Lord. I got to stay on God's frequency. I got to stay tuned in, tapped in, and turned up on the Lord. Got to. Like, that's my gift, and I enjoy. I love it. I love being tapped in. I love being the relationship I'm building with the Lord because it's building, right? I love being on God's frequency. So just know that. I just saw 333 as well. The Lord he's putting us, he's turning the volume up. I tell you that he is turning the volume up with what he's doing in your life. He's turning the volume up because he's gonna make sure you hear him. The Lord doesn't yell, he whispers, right? But he turning that whisper up. He's turning it up. 511, the next card to come out. God is helping you to create. Time to level up. You are on the right path. Okay, so just know the Lord is getting ready to open a door. You're gonna have to move through that door. Okay, maybe 11th may be an importance day for some of you. 11 energy we've been talking about, so something may be happening for you. OMG, thank you so much, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you, dearest one, for the purchase. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all just have no idea. Thank you so much, honey bunny, for the purchase of the Oracle deck, y'all. Shout out, y'all. I had my first sale. Can I just share this with y'all? The Lord literally in since November, I'll say December, because that's when the first one came out. So from December until now, the Lord has blessed me and used me to create 9 of these Oracle decks. And so I just recently opened up a store on Shopify, the SpiritualiTEA.com. And I had my first sale on Shopify yesterday, y'all. Like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I was like, Lord, you are just doing amazing things. You're just doing amazing things. And so I'm so excited, y'all. I'm so excited to share these with y'all because the Lord, this was nothing but the Lord. There's no way I could have done this on my own. So I don't do personal readings, dearest one, but go watch the message. You'll get a message from the message. I promise. Okay. 144. Perception, understanding, and discernment. Okay. Perception, understanding, and discernment. Man, y'all, this was such a blessing for me to create with the Lord. Y'all have no idea like how I love the Lord. Y'all have no idea. Cause I was so terrified to do this, y'all. Cause I told y'all, like, real deal. I was like, OMG. I was like, Daddy, what they gonna think when I put these out there? He said, you're doing my work, so it's gonna be fine. Okay, so thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. What else? 233, reconciliation, new beginnings that are coming in as well. Nostalgia. We done with the past, so we're not gonna focus on that. Last one, and we out this thing, y'all. We out. Oh, let's do it. 133. I can't make it up. Where's this seed? I told y'all Listen, 133, growth in your finances, something to be excited about, be grateful and receive more. Growth in your finances, we talked about that. And then I'm gonna end because these are the last cards. I told you the Lord is getting ready to bring something for you to be excited about. Okay, like something, and celebrate your wins, no matter how big, no matter how small. Celebrate your wins. I kid you not, I was reading about Joshua last night, and just it was talking about like the manna and 3131. That number, actually, that's going to go in the next angel numbers deck. 3131, even though I already have it on one of the decks and on one of the cards here. The Lord, some of you have already started something, and the Lord is getting ready to expand as you're stepping in, like over crossing your proverbial Jordan. He's getting ready to not only make the things that you've already been working on blossom and bloom, but he's also getting ready to give you new provision, like new corn. And when I read the commentary on it last night, it was talking about this is what it means. Like the Israelites went across the Jordan when they went into Jericho. Like they actually, when it talks about, you know, houses they didn't build, and resources, things that they didn't even, like the wealth of the wicked laid up for the just. Like now, though, it's like a wealth transfer. Thank y'all. They just said a wealth transfer. So it's like a wealth transfer that is happening. So part of that wealth transfer that's happening for you is things that were already in motion that you've given to the Lord and dedicated to him will continue to provide provision. And for some of you, that's where the manna came from. Like me, for me, as an example, the manna came from me creating these cards in the beginning. And so, but now the Lord is like, now I'm giving you new manna. I'm giving you, but even though the manna not like literally, it's like now the manna is, they said baby food. Like, I don't know, they said baby food is like growing up, which I mean, like the spiritual diet is changing. It's like, oh, okay, like going from manna to, like going from liquids to solids. I don't know. I hope that made sense to somebody. I'm trying to make it make sense to myself, but it's like graduating, going from like baby food to real people food. And for some of you, like that's what's happening in your businesses as well, where it was like a baby food, now it's getting ready to be, it's going to produce real people food. I don't know. I don't know how to make that make sense. Anyway, that's it, y'all. That's all I got. That's all I got. I just have to say that I'm grateful for God coming back into my life. This 8-year cycle was rough, and he was truly the light at the end of the tunnel. My God, my God, my God. I'm so grateful for that as well for you, dearest one. Y'all, if you have a testimony that you would like to share, make sure that you send an email to jointhecommunity@gmail.com. We did this yesterday, y'all. If you want to come up on the stage, if you want to talk about your testimony, send the email. And then on Tuesdays, I'm going to be pulling someone up so that you can give your testimony. So make sure that you send your email to jointhecommunity@gmail.com. The links are in all of the description box. I don't know if it's on TikTok yet, but I will make sure that happens today. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for the likes, the shares, the comments, the subscribes. Thank you for sharing the live, sharing the love. I love y'all in real life. Come on, manifestation, y'all. 1212 actually means manifestation. I had to look it up the other day. Thank y'all so much for tapping in with me this morning. Make sure y'all tune in for Bible Clarity, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Monday through Friday, we are on the book of Joshua. Y'all catch up. This is the good part, right? This is when we know we're going into the land flowing with milk and honey. And a lot of us have been through, like Christina said, years cycles. Y'all, I'm at the end of a 7-year cycle, so I'm at the beginning of a new 7-year cycle. Hers was an 8-year cycle. So some of us, like, we're really stepping into new seasons, and Lord, I receive it, because I promised the last year of that seven was like the hardest, because I've been on this part of the journey. It was the hardest, but it was the most fulfilling. It's been the best part of the entire experience. And so I'm grateful for it because I truly, just like Christina said, I truly found God more than at any other time. It wasn't until the end of this cycle that I found the Lord, or well, He came and got me, right? And I truly just dedicated my life to Him. So this, even though it was the hardest and it took me to the very bottomest part of of myself, it's been truly the best experience because God was with me through this entire. He's always been, but I know it. And I truly, truly know it in this last year of my life. So I'm grateful for that because, baby, He done showed up in an amazing way. And this is just the beginning for all of us. Okay. That's it. I love y'all in real life. I will see y'all in the morning, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Y'all go be great and amazing. Have a great and amazing day in purpose and on purpose. And I'll see y'all in the morning. Love y'all in real life. Bye, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Look, I'm glad my little what's it called did mess